Yesterday was a good day. You all know
Dan, can I ask
this
you,
is.
did you have to use your AK?
Yes. No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, it was a good day.
That was a good day.
But you know, I did this. I picked up my gun.
Yay!
I now
did
know
you use
how
your
to,
AK or did you not use your AK?
I learned to field strip my Glock 19 in my bed and oil it.
Oh, so you finally got your gun?
Yeah.
Danny got his gun.
Yeah. And it's amazing. Like guns are amazing.
It's one of the greatest ways to shoot bullets.
That's the thing. So that's the thing that was great, because part of the safety manual, or the owner's manual, period, it's first of all, let me explain how a gun works and what's happening when you pull the trigger, so that you don't blow yourself up or someone else that you're not meaning to, because it's a lethal weapon that you bought to put holes in people. But let's make sure you don't put it in the wrong person. And so they explain how everything works, and it really sinks home, because the ammunition you buy by the bucket. I said, I guess I need some bullets for this. And the lady said, how many buckets of ammunition do you want? And I was like, buckets? And she's like, yeah, behind you, there's the target range bullets, and then there's the home defense bullets. Those are more expensive. Why? Because the target range bullets will just go through walls and stuff. So even though they're kind of more dangerous, they're cheaper. The more expensive bullets are the ones that are just for shooting someone in your bedroom.
They're the ones that just explode inside of human bodies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, do they lob out and land on the burglar? But no, it's probably is that they're just made of different stuff, and they're not going through.
The gun range bullets are more deadly than
and cheaper. And I bought a paint bucket full of bullets. That's it, and that's just an interesting sideline in this world of mass shootings and stuff. When they say they go and they look in the trunk of the person and they say, look how much ammunition they had. But you buy this stuff in bulk. And the odd thing to me is that these guns, they're basically staplers that have a little. You put a little rocket in them, and it's got a bunch of explosive in it,
like a stapler.
Well, the gun part is like a stapler up until the point where instead of a stapler, there's a fucking tiny rocket. So that's my point, is Chris Rock has that joke about we don't need gun control, we need bullet control. That would be the solution, is to make bullets really expensive. But I'm not making that same joke, but I am saying, isn't it fucking weird that we don't regulate bullet? You could walk into that store, I don't need a license, you just buy these things ostensibly I can go home and make a gun. People make guns in prisons out of bunk bed legs. I saw Hill Street Blues once. There was a guy, he was I got a zip gun or something. He's holding a little toothbrush thing he made. As long as it hits the firing pin receiver thing on the back, the primer cap.
Dan, you can talk the talk.
It's just that's the thing that kills you. There's a bucket of little rockets in my bedroom. And it was $8 for 1,000 of them or something, and it's those things kill babies. This gun is just you take it apart like John Wick. You learn how to do that to clean it, and it's and that's when you realize all those movies. You see the movies where the guy grabs the gun and field strips it with one hand, the slider fly. You can't. Come on. If a guy did that, if I was a thug and I was patrolling a drug lair. And a guy in a trench coat that was like the hero came around the corner and he grabbed the gun, I'd be like, oh fuck, God, you're good. But then if he stripped it, took it apart really fast, I'd be like, okay, well, what are you, a magician? What are you spending your time on learning how to do that? Then maybe I should try to grab the gun back, because that's all. That's if he grabbed your gun and then did a card trick or something.
The best time to take a gun away from somebody is when it's taken apart. Yeah, it's the safest time.
Well, you could. It'd be easier. Anyways, I'm just saying it's hard to.
Also, I like that you think that bullets are rockets.
They are. They have a little combustible thing. They have a little cartridge. There's gunpowder. I mean, it's that's the part that kills you. It's
what size gun do you have? What's the ammunition you have?
It's a
9 millimeter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I know I stimulated the market. I'm part of the problem. We've had gun violence just this last week, and here I am, like, stimulating that market. It's like, for instance, if I was going to have someone up to talk about this amazing movie that has a very pro-vegetarian kind of vibe, and I've been eating fucking sausage like crazy after, we're part of the problem when we vote with our dollars. I bought a gun, but that I have no excuse. So I'm just scared. I'm doomsday prepping. We got ham radio instruction manuals.
Man, yeah, I'm learning how to read, do ham radios. This shit's hard, man.
There's a ham radio store.
It was so much easier for you to just get the gun.
Yeah. It was so easy to get the gun, and then we went to the ham radio store, and the guy's like, all right, what's going on here? Tell me what you want, and I'll tell you how you can get it a month from now. And it was like crazy. Like, we bought for $30.
Yeah, his position was like it was like a secret club where he was trying to not tip his hand, but gauge where we were on the totem pole of ham radio.
Right.
Because there is a totem pole of ham radio, and it has like 3 or 4 tiers.
But you can be mentally ill and buy a gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're lifting those regulations like crazy. Those people have lost their minds. You
don't even need to pass background checks half the time, because like background checks can get expedited, and if they go, I mean, this is certain states, but if a certain time period lapse, they'll just go, oh, it's been too long, let's not do a background check anymore. And then so people just get guns without background checks. It's great.
So yesterday was a good day because I was like, I'm just on this crazy roller coaster where I swear I have to be totally honest and just say, if President Trump is upset, I'm happy, and if he's happy, I'm just depressed. I can't do anything. If he's tweeting like hey, I don't know, if he's just like spiking his little toddler football, like I'll just have a bad day all day, and then 2 days ago, it was like this great morning because he had that tweet about how he was under investigation, and he's like throwing his fire truck around the room, and it just felt good. And all of the articles were about like it's closing in on him, and he's under investigation. I can't believe he admitted it. What a dummy, and all this stuff, and just all the I refreshed on all the threads of how we're going to prove that he colluded with the Russians. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is a real thing. And now we're going to get his financials and blah 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 and all this stuff. It just felt really good. And then this morning it was like his lawyer says he's not under investigation. And I was just like, what the fuck? That's why I got the gun. I got the gun because the only thing I understand is that I'm out of control, and I don't know if you know how hard it is to be white and male and fragile.
And you've said before that if you had to kill yourself, you'd do it with a gun, right?
Yeah, I did say I did.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it.
People don't realize like how much the real heroes of Handmaid's Tale are the commanders.